Obviously, that means it's 1 o'clock. We're about to be going on to Thunder Mountain for Katie's second time, my third time here.
For your seat. Inside the train, and be sure to watch your kids. If any of you want to have that this here's the wildest ride in the
I think this ride's better than the one in Florida, but I like the line and station better in Florida. This is where they had a carousel here, but it's obviously not open right now because it's just behind the construction walls and paper. Just like Snow White's Star Adventures, the dark ride over there is down. And there's an incredibly dark ride.
Yeah, it's not just a dark ride, it's a dark ride. So dark.
Yeah, with the guy dying at the end, and then you're not and going to heck because you weren't good enough to be heaven, so you die, and you're also lived a terrible life. And it's in the
which is a great representation of the kids at Disneyland.
And it's a quote-unquote kiddie-land area of Disneyland.
Such a good representation. What way to scare kids?
As we're walking by Thunder Mountain, we're back on our way to Bubbles. There are Bubbles in the sky, but that's not where we're going to. We're back to Star Wars Land, or Galaxy's Edge as they call it, and we're going to ride the Millennium Falcon ride again, but which do you prefer to the, not being a fan of either movie, but do you prefer Star Wars Land or Cars Land?
Oh. I don't know, that's a tough one. I mean, like, if I had to choose, like, which land based off each one of the parks, I would say definitely those top two.
I just mean, like, which land do you prefer of those two?
Oh my god.
Galaxy's Edge or Radiator Springs?
Me personally, I kind of like Cars Land. I mean, I do like Star Wars Land too, but again, it's like I've only seen Star Wars once in my life, and so I don't really kind of get like all that it's made up of.
You can be a fan, not just be a fan of the movie, and still enjoy the theme.
I mean, I like both of them. I do. It's hard.
I'm not sure which one I prefer either. Right now, since we're about to enter it, I'd probably say Star Wars, but if I was at Radiator Springs, I'd also probably say Radiator Springs when I'm in it. So I guess the answer is whichever one I'm in is my favorite one. God, I want to say the Smuggler's Run would be this way.
Riv, good shooting. My man.
All right, let's go on in there. So, do you want to ride together, or do you want to try and do single ride and have a shorter line?
I want to go together.
Gotcha.
I'm pretty sure it's that group chat that I'm
I still love the detail on this line, or the theming of the line. The person working on it left their tools there. Do you see that? Left their tools out.
Oh yeah.
Fueling initiated at 80%.
Nothing about the crew, just the cargo.
This is Malta. What's the problem? According to the manifest, Talon Trading has ordered 800 barrels of oxidizer foam. Why up but 2? Would anyone need that much oxidizer foam? It's a mystery. But I think I'm gonna open one of the barrels. Don't open the barrel, Carl. I think I should open it. Not open it. It doesn't feel like foam. Well, it rattles. Don't open it, Carl. I'm telling you. Just get back to work. It's not oxidizer foam. There's something that might not be exactly entirely legal. Hello, this is Hondo Onaga, and I couldn't jump over here because you are on the comm system and everyone can hear you. But yeah, this is an oxidizer foam, and these barrels that say oxidizer foam is actually... you must be mistaken, my friend.
For the Matterhorn.
Of course.
We're gonna celebrate the German heritage and by the Matterhorn. What? Yeah, okay. Monorail. Well, we are off to It's a Small World because it looks very pretty outside at night apparently, and we weren't over this way. I think we didn't pay much attention to it, at least, and it was dark yesterday, and they had a match pass for right now, so we grabbed one. And I do like how it's lit up at night.
Safety, please remain seated throughout your voyage.
It's so pretty at night here. Well, we finished It's a Small World again. We're going to be going off to Buzz Lightyear next. He's got a Matt's pass for that. And to see if I can beat Katie, because in all the contest rides you've been on this trip, I've lost all 3 of them. And I'm the one who grew up playing video games and she didn't.
Hey, at least he gets boarding passes better than I do.
Yeah, if I lived out here, I think I would try and do that professionally. Like come in, especially going to second shift now, come in at whenever the park opens, have someone like pay me like $10 to do it or something. And then maybe not, because that ride's so good, I might just want to always ride it. So if I was an annual pass member, I would probably always just come up here and try and ride it. But then again, I might just, on occasion, like say, hey, $10 for a ride, I get you on there. So I've got no comment on the store of Buzz Lightyear. No. I think my gun was broken. It's so sad, the day's almost over. And it's what's really sad is I keep on losing to Katie in every scoring game. Well, we are in line for Pirates of the Caribbean, which is definitely the better version of the two between this one and Florida. They say it's 15 minutes, but I think it's going to be less than 15 minutes. Although we definitely picked the right side, didn't we? Boy, we really picked the right side. Daughter of the mind, when you enter this sign, the right side, this sign, both the right and left side were open. Apparently everybody was picking the left side because we were walking right on the right side. They probably had a bit of a wait on the left side. There is no fast pass. I don't know why everyone went in the other lane.
Yeah, that's what I was confused about.
I guess people aren't smart. But yeah, I'm shocked at that.
I am too. I was like, how?
We walked on like they probably had like 10 minutes.
Past like 15 minutes.
And there's no reason for that.
Number 3, how many?
2.
Number 4, how many?
Hey, it's a Disneyland miracle. Or just, well, you know, they always say, I think that's how stupid the average person is. And remember that half that population is even stupid. There's only boggle my mind.
Crazy.
Yeah, that's utterly shocking. We're way up. I think a lot of people probably didn't think it was a fast pass. When it wasn't just this ride here, it was no fast pass.
Like they didn't do their homework.
Or there was no sign saying fast pass line. You ready, Miss Pirate?
Good on that side.
You don't weigh that much. You're not going to tip the boat.
Gee, honey, makes me feel better.
I said you don't. I said you're not going to tip the boat.
I figured maybe I would help. It was for a little bit. That's why I scooted up for a little bit. Just on this side.
I'm pretty sure they have it so these boats can't tip. That'd be really bad PR.
Smells good over there.
It's pirates. The smell of pirates.
Pirates smell like rice.
Well, they probably actually have terrible BO. I mean, when they're out on the ship, they never had time to shower.
So their BO smells like rice.
I'm just saying pirates probably really do smell of body odor and rum.
And now there's no one.
Yeah, the lines have at least evened themselves out now. Well, earlier I had a bit of a dumb moment. I was thinking to myself, hey, we have a Max Pass for Space Mountain. It's like that starts at 7:20. I'm like, hey, but we have to ride that at night. And that ride takes place in the dark, so it indoors in the dark, so it doesn't matter if it's daytime, nighttime, it's the same experience. So that was a dumb moment of mine. You know, and Katie, I'm thinking this is our 4th time in line for Space Mountain.
Well, it's your 4th time.
Yeah, because I rode it Sunday night after you went back to the hotel room. I have no idea what the standby line looks like for it. I think there's a large swath of line, which we have no idea what it looks like, since you use the Max Pass for each time. Not that I'm complaining though, but since Katie's scared of Splash Mountain, I just rode it by myself for the 2nd time this trip and 1st time today. Walked right on since it's nighttime and cold again, but barely got wet. Still a great ride, but the one in Florida's better than this one. Brought our trips on the sun, and there's the closed down Haunted Mansion. Which I still wish we could ride, but oh well. We are off to Galaxy's Edge for one last time of the night and of the trip, and we are going to do what will probably be our final ride of Disneyland of at least this year, because we're not going to come back this year regardless of anything else, unless one of us wins the lottery this year and can quit our jobs. But we were going to finish out Disneyland the way we started it, with a ride on the Millennium Falcon, and he knows maybe we'll actually get to be pilots this time.
Fingers crossed.
But right now it's like what, 8:15?
Yeah, it's about 8. Yeah, it's 8:15.
The app says it's a 15-minute line for this ride, And the park closes at 9, and we'll probably be done after that. Head back to the hotel and say our tearful goodbyes to Disneyland. Well, we just saw off the Smuggler's Run. We rode it 3 times. I got to be all 3 of the rules on that since he had different rules. I was an engineer the first time, a gunner the second time, and this last time I was a pilot, but Katie was a gunner. I don't really know how that happened.
I think what happened was, I guess I was off to the side, and I guess the guy who was handing out the things just went ahead and gave it to that other guy, so I think I kind of caused the mix-up.
Okay, but I think I like the rules. I like the order that I went in. That's how I done from like least to worst. My least favorite was the engineer. My second favorite was the gunner, and my favorite was the pilot.
Yeah, I mean, I wish I would have been able to do the pilot job, but it's okay.
Wish in one hand, poop in the other. See which one fills up first.
Yep.
Katie's in the restroom right now, so I'm just enjoying the simple sights and sounds of this incredibly well-themed area. Well, we were gonna walk onto the castle one last time on our way out, but we couldn't. They had it blocked off. I'm guessing it's because they're gonna have their Mickey's Midst Magic without the fireworks either currently going on or will be going on, which is like a projection show minus the fireworks. On the weekends they have the fireworks, but it's not the weekend, and there are kids who live near here and they don't want to keep them up at night, or I guess employees for that matter, because we learned on Saturday night the fireworks can wake you up if you live near here, because we crashed in the hotel early. Goodbye, little tiny castle. Goodbye, popcorn stand. Disneyland, Tomorrowland. Goodbye, the jolly holiday that we never had any jollies or holidays at. Store where I excelled at them in the boarding groups for Rise of Resistance at. And goodbye, Disneyland. For that matter, a day late, but goodbye, California Adventure.
Until we meet again.
If you meet again.
I'm sure we'll meet again.
Well, that wraps up our Disneyland portion of the trip. I hope you enjoyed watching these videos as much as it was fun to make them. Since we had a lot of fun on the trip, there's still a few more from our vacation, but no more Disney days. And as always, if you liked us, please hit the big thumbs up and subscribe to our video. And thank you for watching, and that is that.